obviously it's going to be a lot smaller than typical. And I think a really important thing to think about here is, in general, all the Black Friday sales started 6 weeks ago or so. And also remember, Prime Day was a different time this year. It was the beginning of October. So everybody started the deals around there. And even, likes of Best Buy were saying, hey, we saw this huge spike in October. So there's definitely some pull forward sales. But also, I think the deals today are not going to be as good as last year because inventories are incredibly tight. And also, so many of these companies are actually talking about some product shortages, like Best Buy and Williams-Sonoma and others. So some of the promotions I've looked at, even in apparel, Abercrombie is a little less than last year. So I think the deals have been really good and probably pulled forward. Maybe today is a lot less important than usual.
Yeah, Angie, I mean, what is your expectation? I feel like this year everybody's just, I mean this with all due respect to everybody, kind of guessing at everything because there's so many variables. Is there any way to kind of hone in on what we really can expect?
Yeah, I mean, I think I echo what Stacey shared. These great deals on Black Friday through Cyber Monday, they're no longer great deals. I mean, we've seen, the offers being provided to consumers well beyond. Back even in June, Pinterest was reporting that they saw consumers shopping online for Christmas and holiday gifts. So I think there's going to be a shift. However, we will see an increased spend. Right now, we're projecting 44% of people are going to spend more compared to prior year. Yes, most of it will be online, or they may order online and then pick up in store or curbside. So we're seeing this full omni-channel experience occur. I think the big thing to see is that we will see a robust holiday spend this year, and we're projecting probably about a 2.2% increase in terms of overall retail growth. So it's quite positive so far.
Yeah, Angie, a follow-up on that, because you make a good point about this order for pickup, and I'm only half joking. I feel like it's more dangerous at shopping now because I'm going to get run over because there's so many people driving right up to the front of the store, sort of looking at the store to get their pickup, and I'm like, yo, don't hit me. How big is order for pickup going to be?
I actually don't think it's going to be no longer a trend, but a reality. And so what I mean by that is that you're going to see this requirement where people want convenience. And what they're looking for is how can they order when it's convenient for them, where they're rushing over to, the grocery store and they can just pop up their trunk and have the item delivered. So I think people are just looking for that kind of offering where it just makes it much more nimble for them going forward.
Yeah, you know my point, Stacey. I mean, first off, we're worried about climate change. Now everybody's just idling their car, like 50 cars outside of the Target. That aside, who's doing well in adjusting to is it still Target? I'm not picking on them. Is it Walmart? Is it somebody we haven't talked about?
Well, Bertha was just talking about the big three winners online, and it's the guys who can fulfill. And just what you're talking about is you don't want to drive up and wait. Now you can go online and Target will show you the traffic outside their stores so you know when to go. You can reserve a parking space so they can just come out, put your stuff in the trunk, and you can get moving. So those are the guys that are going to win. And also the guys who are the one-stop shoppers, because we want to do less trips and get more of our stuff. And, sadly, as we've talked about, it's all the big guys, Target, not sadly, but Target, Walmart, it's the ones that are able to provide everything in one shop. But don't forget, when we go back to the stores and we dip our toe back into the reality, think about TJX. It's the treasure hunt. That's the stuff we shop for. That's the stuff we want to go back to. So that's a winner into recovery 2021, 2022. And something like Ulta, going back and putting on makeup and experimenting, be able to touch stuff and not being told, stand back, you can only look. So don't forget about those guys into 2022 or late 2021 as the comeback kids post-pandemic.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.